Hello, dear students. We'll continue our lecture of research methodology, lecture number 16. Last time we have seen the degree of freedom, then chi-square test, and degree of freedom. So now we will continue our speech, and I would like to show the student T distribution test. This is another way. This is the another method of calculating your research work and its significance. So the student T test if x1, x2, etc. xn is a random sample size of n drawn from the normal population with mean mu and variance square sigma square. This is not known. Then the student T statistic or mean is defined as T is equal to x bar minus mu upon standard error of the mean is equal to x bar minus mu upon s upon under root n minus 1. N minus 1 is the degree of freedom and s is the standard deviation of the sample. So assumptions for the t-test. The t-test is applied under following assumptions. Samples are drawn from normal population and are random. And for testing the quality of two populations mean, the population variance is regarded as equal and the population standard deviation may not be known. So these are the reasons. In case of two samples, some adjustments in degree of freedom for t-test are made. Properties. What are the properties of t-distribution? T-distribution is asymptotic to x-axis, that is, it extends to infinity on either side. The shape of the curve or form t-test distribution varies with the degree of freedom. T-distribution, the degree of freedom is defined as size of sample ones, and t-distribution is a symmetrical distribution with mean 0. Its graph is similar to that of normal distribution. The larger number of degrees of freedom, the more closely t-distribution resembles standard normal distribution. And sampling distribution of t does not depend on the population parameter, but it depends only on the v, that is degree of freedom. So this is the curve which shows the degree of freedom, the normal distribution curve and t distribution curve. This is the normal distribution curve and this is the t distribution curve, which is calculated by our t test distribution. Application of t distribution has following three important applications. One, to test the significance of the single mean when the population variance is unknown. Test the significance of difference between two samples mean the population variance being equal and unknown. To test the significance of an observed sample correlation coefficient of difference between means of two samples and interval estimate of population mean. Let x bar be the sample mean and n be the size of the sample. Then the interval estimate of the population mean mu is given by x bar plus or minus t alpha at SE standard error into the bracket x bar, that is the mean. So where standard error x bar is standard error of mean and is defined as s upon under root n minus 1, or s square is equal to summation of x minus x bar square upon n. The values of t at different level of 100, 1 minus alpha percentage are to be obtained from the t table given at the end of the book, and we shall see the column under 0.05, 0.02 for confidence intervals of 95%, 98% and 99% respectively for the given degree of freedom. So this one is the example given here. In that example, the sample size 9 from a normal population x bar is equal to 15.8 and s square to the base x is equal to 10.3. Now find a 99% interval for population mean. Here some values are given and we have to calculate the mean. So solution is that we are given x bar 1.8, s square to the base x is equal to 10.3 and n number of calculations are 9. So degree of freedom n minus 1 is equal to 9 minus 1 means 8. Now also t 0.01 for 8 degree of freedom is equal to 3.36. This value is calculated from the table. नाव 99% कॉन्फिडन्स लिमिट फॉर द पॉप्युलेशन मीन एक्स बार आर. आता ह्या व्हॅल्यूज कुठे आहेत, ते काही व्हॅल्यूज टेबलच्या शेवटी दिलेल्या आहेत पुस्तकाच्या. डिग्री ऑफ फ्रीडम कॅल्क्युलेट स्टॅटिस्टिकल टेबल वेगळे येतो, जसं आपला लॉग टेबल येतो तसा स्टॅटिस्टिकचा टेबल येतो. त्या टेबलच्या शेवटी कॉलममध्ये सगळ्या व्हॅल्यूज कॅल्क्युलेशन करण्याच्या तंत्र दिलेलं आहे, ग्राफ दिलेले आहेत, व्हॅल्यूज दिलेले आहेत आणि चार्टची नावं पण दिलेली आहेत. तर तिथून या व्हॅल्यूज काढून घ्यायच्या आणि या पद्धतीने टाकल्या की तुम्हाला टेबल व्हॅल्यू 19.6136 एवढी येईल. हेन्स 99% कॉन्फिडन्स इंटरवल इज इक्वल टू 11.9864 and 19.6136. So these are the answers of the one and this one. Two values are calculated as per your formulas. So determination of sample size for estimating the mean of the population proportion of the crucial question is by selecting a sample size lower than the correct size may affect reliability, and the higher one will mean more cost and time. So determination of the size of the sample is the most important factor for the purpose of estimation of the value of population parameters. So sample size for estimating mean, in order to determine the sample size, it must be known, desired confidence level should be given or must be known first. Then to know the permissible sampling error, E is equal to x bar minus mu, and the standard deviation. So these values must be known to us so that we can calculate n is equal to sample size can be calculated standard deviation into z upon e bracket square. So sample size for estimating a proportion, in this case we must know the following three factors. First factor, the desired confidence level must be known to us. Then the permissible sampling E should be known to us, and estimated true proportion of the success must be known to us. And this can be calculated by n is equal to z square p into q upon e square, where q is equal to 1 minus p, and the remaining values are given. So one example is given here. It is known that the population standard deviation in waiting time for LPG gas cylinder in Delhi is 15 days. How large a sample should be chosen to be 95% confident? The waiting time is within 7 days of true average, and the required sample size is, या पद्धतीने काढायची तुम्हाला फॉर्म्युलामध्ये टाकून, ती येईल 17.64. Hence the size of the sample is 18, 17 point something म्हणजे 18. Small or exact sample test can be calculated in order to test the significance of the mean for small samples, test the significance of difference between two means for the small samples. We shall use t statistic. The t values for different degree of freedom and for different values of the level of significance are given. Now computation of test statistic means t values. First, to test the significance of mean, स्मॉल सॅम्पलच्या मीनचे सिग्निफिकन्स म्हणजे खरेपणा तपासायची, सत्यता तपासायची. मग स्टँडर्ड एरर इज इक्वल टू व्हॅल्यू काढायची. त्यानंतर स्टॅटिस्टिक, टी स्टॅटिस्टिकचे फॉर्म्युला दिलेला टी इज इक्वल टू एक्स बार मायनस म्यू अपॉन एस ई इंटू एक्स. देन सेकंड, टू टेस्ट द सिग्निफिकन्स ऑफ डिफरन्स बिटवीन टू मीन सॅम्पल्स. आता तो जास्तीत जास्त 30पेक्षा मोठा पाहिजे, त्याच्यापेक्षा लहान नको असं म्हटलं होतं आपण. अँड सो वी हॅव टू कॅल्क्युलेट इट ॲज पर द फॉर्म्युला गिवन स्टँडर्ड डेविएशन n1 into s1 square plus n2 into s2 square. In this way the values calculated, and n1 plus n2 minus 2 under root, these values should be calculated. And x1 are the mean, sample 1, sample 2, sample 3. In this way these are the means, and standard error of the difference can be calculated by x1 bar minus x2 bar bracket complete into the standard deviation is equal to under root 1 upon n1 plus 1 upon n2 in the bracket, and this value is the standard error difference. So to test the significance of the single mean small sample can be studied by calculated by working rules. The various steps that were taken, either equal to or more than 30 should be the sample values, and null hypothesis H0 and alternative hypothesis 1 H1 should be calculated. Then the computation of the test statistics can be calculated by the calculate standard error or mean standard error. Formulas are given already. We have also seen some examples. So however x bar is a fraction, then the following formulas are used to calculate the s square. So So s square is equal to 1 upon n minus 1 in the bracket summation of x square minus summation of x square upon n, and bracket complete. So this one is the s square value, where d is equal to x minus 1. So here one tailed or two tailed, that we have already studied in the previous cases, and a is the assumed mean. So we have to calculate these by the assumption. Level 3, level of significance. Let us take alpha is equal to node 5. Point node 1 or node 5, these are the two levels that we have already studied in the previous lectures. So degree of freedom x is equal to n minus 1. Then critical values, we can find it from the table of t values. Decisions. If the calculated value of t is less tabulated value t alpha into v, then accept the null hypothesis. And if the calculated value t is greater than the tabulated value t alpha into v, then reject the null hypothesis. This is very simple, because the already value is given and the limit is given. So if under limit it is positive, it out of limit it is negative. So example, the pulse rate of man due to effect of Gorakh Mundi at 25 milligram on different days in a month were found to be, हे आकडे दिलेले आहेत बघा, 66, 65, 69. प्रत्येक महिन्याला वेगवेगळे पल्स रेट काउंट केलेले आहेत गोरख मुंडी या औषधाने. मग सोल्युशन, नल हायपोथेसिस H0 इज इक्वल टू म्यू 65, and alternative hypothesis H1 mu is equal to or not equal to 65. मग हे टू टेलर टेस्टमध्ये काउंट होतं. आणि आपण शिकलो आहोत की टू टेलर टेस्ट कशी काउंट करायची, तर ती डी इज इक्वल टू एक्स मायनस 68 या पद्धतीने कॅल्क्युलेट करायची आहे. कारण 65 इज द लिमिट अँड 68 is average given here, and from this formula x bar is equal to a plus summation of d upon n is equal to 68. You have to calculate the d value and d square value from the your pulse rate values. Then finally summation of d square and summation of d values are calculated. You put it the values in the formulas and the answer will be 68, and s square value will be 7.84. So put these values in the standard error and you can have a 0.89 standard error. So from these all the data you have calculated, the test statistic can be calculated. T is equal to x minus mu upon SE into x bar, and this value comes to 2.81. So level of significance, let us take alpha is equal to not 5. Degree of freedom is equal to 9. Critical value is 2.262 and decisions 2.262. So the null hypothesis is rejected. Hence we calculate the mean pulse rate of the man cannot be regarded as 65. So it should be more than this or less than this, whatever it may be. And the test of significance difference, two mean sample. Example is given here. The increase in weight in kilograms in a particular period of 10 students of a certain age group of a high school fed with the nourishing food नमन. आता नमन हे लहान शाळेतल्या मुलांना फूड दिलं आणि त्यानंतर त्या एज ग्रुप विशिष्ट एज ग्रुपच्या मुलांना दिलं आणि त्यांचे वेट कधी किलोग्राम्समध्ये काउंट केलं तर ते या पद्धतीने आलं. समजा ते त्या विद्यार्थ्यांना 12 विद्यार्थी समजा तर त्या 12 विद्यार्थ्यांना नरिशिंग फूड सोनटम दिलं आणि पुन्हा त्यांचे वेट काउंट केलं, तर आपल्याला डिफरन्स काढायचे आहे दोघांचे, डिफरन्स नमन आणि सोनटममधला. मग कोणता डिफरन्स सिग्निफिकंट आहे की नाही, मग तो या पद्धतीने काढायचा. सोल्युशन काढायचं नमन आणि सोनटमचं. मग नल हायपोथेसिस H0 काढायचा, मग H1 काढायचा. H1 इक्वल टू किंवा इक्विवॅलेंट नॉट इक्विवॅलेंट टू MY आला, MX आणि MY दोन व्हॅल्यूज आल्या, तर टू टेस्ट आपण वापरू शकतो, जसं मागच्या वेळेला आपण बघितलं. आणि टी टेस्ट सिग्निफिकन्स या पद्धतीने काढायच्या. फॉर्म्युले तुम्हाला ऑलरेडी दिलेले आहेत, व्हॅल्यूज दिलेले आहेत आणि त्यांची उत्तरं इथे 2.2 आलं, इथे 2.5833 आलं, N1चे 185 आलं. या दोघं व्हॅल्यूज तयार झाल्या आहेत, यांना फॉर्म्युलामध्ये टाकायचं. 63.6 आलं, इथं 104.92 आलं. मग या दोघं व्हॅल्यूज आल्या तर आपल्याला एस स्क्वेअर काढता येतो. मग एस स्क्वेअरचा फॉर्म्युला दिलेला आहे ऑलरेडी. N1 इंटू SX स्क्वेअर प्लस N2 म्हणजे SY स्क्वेअर. या पद्धतीने सगळ्या जितके व्हॅल्यू असतील तितक्या व्हॅल्यूचे उत्तर काढायचे. 8.4 आलं समजा ॲव्हरेज. तर स्टँडर्ड एरर काढता येतो तुम्हाला. त्यानंतर टेस्ट स्टॅटिस्टिक्स काढता येतो आणि तो येतो 0.31 किंवा 0.3 मध्ये आला तो, म्हणजे टी टेस्ट अशा पद्धतीने आपण आता पुढचे टॉपिक आहे लेवल ऑफ सिग्निफिकन्स, ते आपण नेक्स्ट लेक्चरमध्ये घेऊया. आतापर्यंत टेस्ट ऑफ स्टॅटिस्टिक्सपर्यंतचं कॅल्क्युलेशन क्लिअर करूया.